You mean to tell me that after our extensive search of the Fairy Kingdom yesterday, we've come to the conclusion that my son Ellius is gone once again? Is that right, Adelathan, my advisor?
Yes, that would be the case, King Erwin, though it is very confusing as to why Ellius decided to leave the Fairy Kingdom so early. It was not as if we didn't give him a warm welcome.
This is preposterous! We must find Ellius one way or another. To think that he would disappear the day after he just got here. Well, those people he was with, they must have been pretty shifty, huh?
Now, King Erwin, I'm sure that Ellius would be far more inclined to listen to your request if someone such as myself went to him. So, what do you think of that offer, King Erwin?
Well, I guess that we have another person who can be in charge of finding Ellius.
The view from me is actually pretty great. Huh. Well, I should go. Everyone else seems to be up here. Let me just go and talk to Pyro again. Yep, they're talking. Hello, Pyro. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Anyway, Barry's steering the ship. Serene just over there. You know what? Ellius did mention that thing about the fairy form. You know what? I'm gonna go down here and just I don't know, man. Like, I don't have memories, so maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm actually a fairy. Who knows? So let me try to figure this out, because Ellius got his memories. Well, not necessarily got them back, but he learned of who he used to be. Okay, now to try. I want to be smaller. I want to be smaller. No, I'm not actually a fairy. Why was I thinking that? They would probably, if I wasn't really a fairy, they would have known that it was actually one when I was there. You know what? I'm just gonna just stay here for a bit. Hopefully no one heard me say this stuff.
Hey, Pyro! Here, boy! Who's a good boy? You've done so well, Pyro. You're such an amazing dog.
Wait, Petey. You're making Pyro more and more excited. Wait, Pyro, stop! No! Petey knows you're here. What's going on?
Jidowu, you must treat Pyro better! No, that is not the problem.
What?
Ellius is just a bit scared for his life. While I was playing with Pyro, Pyro got so excited and hyper that he happened to have mistaken Ellius for a toy.
I have never been shaken in such a way. If I wasn't quick enough, I could have been dog food or thrown overboard. What is so funny?
That was exactly my response.
I thought you would listen to me. I am no chew toy. You're literally small enough to be chewed on by a dog. How is that not funny? Why, this should be no laughing matter.
Ellius, if you were to die from a dog, I would personally laugh at how weak you were. Just because you are in fairy form doesn't mean that you would die from Pyro.
Ellius, the wrath of Pyro would not ever fall upon you. He knows you're the same person. Are you sure? Like, positively sure?
I'll escort Ellius out. Come on, Ellius. Pyro isn't going to bite you to pieces. Remember our time at the Garland Kingdom? Jeez, for someone who just figured out he was a fairy, it turns out that he has quite a bit of benefits. I mean, literally, his fairy guide could literally take items, shrink them, or grow them. So that bookcase thing, they could have books that they just shrink to the size and just put in there. Like, our golems don't have that. And then they could, not even to top that all, they can fly, man. And sure, he's a bad flyer. But when was the last time an Ergolan ever flew? Like, I remember that in the Ergolan Kingdom, the main thing that was good about us was that those with dog ears were able to hear much better. But I don't have dog ears. I just have a tail. And they even have a small size. Like, they can shrink into anywhere and make small areas. Like, did you see all those fairy houses? It is, I just have a dog tail. And now, that's seems among my kind is useless, because we don't really do much with it. It just shows our emotions. And even the most, the fairies can have the best sleep. They just shrink into fairy size and sleep on a bed. And it's just so much better. At least that's what Elliot told me. If only I was a fairy. So, Serene, what do you think of the Fairy Kingdom armor for the females? I mean, it looked pretty great, you know? They had the gold, like the sun design or whatever, and it was pretty nice. So, are you thinking of doing like a Swentis female guard change? Because I think there's some inspiration to be taken from this. What are you talking about, Petey? Can't you see that this armor here is like one of the pictures of perfection? I mean, sure, I did like the sun design and the gold and all the leaves and all this stuff that the Kingdom's female guards had, but ours is like super special. I mean, do you see this cloth wrap? I mean, do you see the rest of this armor? It's like so great. I mean, if anyone should be talking about changing an armor from inspiration, I think it should be Barry and his male guard armies, you know? Hey, don't think that just because I'm steering means I'm hard of hearing. I heard everything that you said. And while yes, the male guard armor did look pretty good in the Fairy Kingdom, I'm very happy with the armor that we have here in Swentis. So, Serene, if you're so interested in me changing my guard armor, then I suppose you should probably come up with a new one for yours. So, Elias, you're a fairy prince, right? Wow, I never knew that I would know a prince. Well, I did know, or do know, a candidate for royalty, but a prince? Wow, you could totally tell that to people with keeping the fairy part out. Be like, oh, I'm a prince from a very far off land. I'm sure the people would just love to hear that. I don't think I'll do that, Serene. But I do have quite a problem. Now learning that I am a fairy, there's a problem of how to keep it a secret. Because once I'm back at Swentis, I don't know if... Well, they're not supposed to know, of course, because you guys didn't even know. So, how do I deal with keeping the secret of being a fairy? No worries, Elias. Your secret is safe with us. We saw a great many things in the Fairy Kingdom, so why would we tell when we had such a welcome? We went with you because we care. As long as you don't accidentally reveal your identity, your secret should be safe. Elias, your secret is safe. Though, I think that Swentis might have bad relations with the Fairy Kingdom. What? It can't be that bad. Elias, Maryland, we will find you, no matter where you go. After all, with all the things you've forgotten, it's just not safe. We know where you are. Hey everyone, we're here.